Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you an AFC South matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Now let's start with the Jaguars offense and what you can do against the Colts defense. You guys can run downhill. Look at your guard-to-guard matchup versus their interior defensive line, which is D tackles. You guys can utilize a lot of combo blocks and run downhill. That's what's going to help you guys out. And if you guys decide to run off tackle, you've actually taken away a strength of Freeney, of Robert Mathis. You guys turn those guys into run defenders. You're going to see how well they can run the football, guys. One thing that's important: two tight end sets, guys. You guys have Zach Miller. You also have Mercedes Lewis. Get these guys in there to aggressively run block. You even could utilize double tight end sets to the same side and effectively gain an advantage against the Colts. You guys have the offensive line to lean on the Indianapolis Colts, and that's going to be huge this week. That's going to give Rashard Jennings and Maurice Jones-Drew a lot of room to run the football and give Garrard time in the pocket to hit those targets down the field. Now let's talk about the defensive side of football. I'll look at your safeties, Don Carey and Courtney Green. That's going to be the biggest aspect of your defense. If these guys are not where they're supposed to be, Peyton Manning will take advantage. He will find the open window to throw the football, especially down the seams, especially on the edges. So it's important for the safeties to not get caught looking in the backfield, to keep their eyes on their luggage, keep everything in front of you. You're all the last line of defense, hence the term safety. Don't get caught looking in the backfield. Don't get isolated to one side. Don't get fooled by the first way Peyton Manning looks, and that's going to help you guys out defensively, because I have full confidence in your interior defensive line to cause problems from within and allow one-on-one matchups for your defensive ends. Now the Colts have to come in, and let's start with their offensive side of the football. They have to come in and get back to what they do well. They operate well when there's balance. So you look at the Colts have to come in. They have to make sure they regain that balance that made them so successful. They have to get the running game going. Whoever's going to be back there starting at tailback, whether it be Donald Brown, Mike Hart, you guys have to make sure you get that balance in the running game. Set the pace early with the run. Jacksonville's going to come in fired up, ready to make some plays, and that first drive is going to be key. So you have to stay the pace, running game, and then let your play action dictate what you want to do with the football. And you also want to attack these guys in the deep half of their secondary. They struggle at the safety spot we mentioned when we talked about the Jaguars. So you have to make sure you attack Green and Carey back there in coverage. Now defensively coming in, guys, you have to be active against the run. Your linebackers have to make sure they step up and fill those gaps. Otherwise, if you let Maurice Jones-Drew get to the second level, forget about it. He's going to break at least two tackles, and he's going to make another guy miss, and it could be a long day. You don't want the Jaguars to dictate what you want to do defensively, so those linebackers have to be aggressive and active against the run. Step up, fill those gaps, stop the Jaguars at the point of attack, and you're going to put Garrard in that offense in backed up situations, and that's going to help. That's going to give you guys the advantage, because it's going to unleash that pass rush with Mathis and also Freeney. That's important, guys. You have to make sure you get front loaded against the run, and your special teams have to be huge. You don't want to give up cheap field position. They have an outstanding returner in DJ Karim, so your special teams unit, it has to be outstanding. If you give Jacksonville a half a field, they will beat you. And I'm going with the Jaguars to beat the Indianapolis Colts in this matchup. The Jaguars can run the football, which means they can control the pace of the game, and they can also dictate pace. And that's two things that you need in order to defeat the Indianapolis Colts. It's going to keep the Jaguars defense fresh and allow them to be active against the pass against Peyton Manning. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan.